Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
You want to lock this for me, please?
Again?
Yes.
What happened? Can you hold it? Okay.
This is the bar. I'll grab it.
Testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
I don't know why I think you're using this because you want it.
Are we actually on?
Yeah, we are. This computer's not cooperating with you on mine right now.
Oh, okay. So they can see me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yay! You guys can see me. We're setting up. Getting ready for this. Oh, this is so exciting. Fitness from home, all-day event. Super exciting. I hope you guys can hear me well. Please give me feedback on the mic. We have our IT feedback here, but please give me feedback on your end. Beautiful. We also have Zena here. Yeah, we're all together in this, guys. That's awesome. All right. So for all those out there that may not know me, I am Mindful Yoga Chick, and I am participating in this Fitness from Home event. I am super excited to be part of this, raid train today. We've got a whole bunch of different streamers signed up here, and super excited. So the list is, or basically it started at 9 a.m. CST this morning. And so we're essentially in the middle of it and having a lot of fun with it. I've woken up early and I followed everybody, of course, but in the actual rate trains, and I've had a lot of fun with that so far. We've had DJ Kit Chris with a cafe cuts and CJ mindset. We had Grace Yoga with a bit of yoga this morning. We had Lil Berries with Zumba. That was exciting and beautiful. This is Raf with a cook from home session that she did there. She was making a couple of different recipes. That was a lot of fun. Then we had Siki Tao, I hope I'm saying that right, global meditation. And I believe she's just wrapping that up. She's concluding that stream, and then they're going to head over to us. And I'm super excited. After me, or after us here, because IT is joining us today, we're going to raid over to I Think Tai Chi, and that is for Qigong, and she's a lovely soul, so I hope you all stick around for that. After her, we've got the Wellness Blend, which is a bit of tone and sculpt, and that should be fun too. I believe they are, I want to say, professional dancers in Vegas. They're sisters, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat what they've got to offer. After that, Evander Commander with what he calls Gaines Caboose workout. So that's quite fun. It's usually Evander with his wife, Zelda, and his sister. They hang out with their 3 doggies and work out. And they are food lovers like me. So they usually take out and they enjoy it on stream and so forth. So that's a lot of fun. They're a fun crowd, for sure. And last but not least, we have Ramaric or Ramarich. Hope I'm saying that correctly, with a sound bath meditation that I am personally really, really looking forward to. They're awesome. So check everybody out, give everybody a follow, and like I said, super excited that everyone's here, and we're going to get that raid soon over. Yes, IT is a little bit nervous. As you can see, I'm here at your right side of the screen. He's a little nervous, but also very excited to be part of the event today. Zena will be taking a nap here and there. I think I might just bring her outside of the studio as we start our practice. And what I've got for you today is Yoga Coaching 101. We're going to flow through sequences and it should be good. I'm going to do a little bit of coaching, a little bit of assisting IT. If you have any questions, any feedback, any type of, if you want to see something in between, let us know. Let me know what your favorite yoga pose is. I like to just have a pretty laid back stream, so that's really important to me. Like I said earlier, I do yoga and meditation Monday through Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We have offered story time on Tuesday evenings, and that is where I read to you our children's stories, as well as Edgar Allan Poe and Charlotte Gillian, The Yellow Wallpaper. It's been quite fun. And then there's like random streams that I usually do over the weekend, just come on randomly and maybe do a little bit of retro gaming or just hang out, try a new game. I think our last game that we tried, which one was it? Was it Terraria? I think it was, right? The new one. And that was pretty fun. It was my first time trying that. So super stoked.
It was Terraria.
Yes, Terraria. Thank you. Just getting a couple of whispers here, actually. Just bear with me, guys. Let's see. IT. We've got a new emote that I will show you guys later once everybody's here. Let's not share it yet. Let's wait for everybody to get here so we can all be like cool together. Yeah. And yeah, we have 1 hour. So I have an hour slot to entertain you with yoga through this Yoga Coaching 101. So it's a little bit shorter than what we usually individually as streamers do. We're usually on for 2, 3, even longer hours. So yay! It's gonna, to me, I think it's gonna feel like a regular class, if you may, a regular yoga class that I would lead at the studios where I've led and so forth. So that's interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. I think I'm also just making sure that everyone's ready. So like, for example, I am honored, by the way, I am honored that I get to raid over to iPink's IT and super excited about that. I remember when I first found her on Twitch and just like her energy really captivated me. I was like, wow, like she knows what she's talking about. In her day-to-day, I think before the pandemic, she was leading a studio, a Tai Chi studio in her area, and now she does it online. So because of the pandemic, we've all had to adjust in this way. So we've had a lot to, thank you. That's IT walking through. We've had to adjust, right, through the pandemic, but also evolve in a way, right? So there's been a lot of sadness through pandemic, but also flourishing in many ways, learning more about technology, being online, and that sort of thing. Even just like as simple as grocery stores, being able to do online orders and just boosting that has been big. So I'm excited about that. Being able to, even in the medical world, being able to just like talk to doctors on the phone instead of having to wait at a doctor's office for hours just to see them for like 15 minutes, right? And then rushing back to work. So that's been improvement, I think, on my end, that you're able to just speak to your doctor on the phone instead of having to go into a doctor's office and wait so long and then be exposed to everybody else, you know, if they're sick or whatever. So yay! As you can see, the poster is on my right, your left, and that is for the full event for today. It's been such a lovely day, and I'm so happy it's Saturday. Who is happy it's Saturday out there, you guys? Like, you have to let me know. If you're not happy it's Saturday, tell me why. Oh, that's interesting. Are we getting a little feedback? Mickey James, loving the stream. You're really good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I try. Lovely. And what brings you here today? Are you a streamer as well? Tell us a little bit about you. That's exciting. Mickey. That reminds me of, hey, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Mickey. I'm sure you never hear that song, right? Being called out because of your name. Awesome. Yes. And I've got this mic today that I'm trying on. IT set this up for me, so I will have you close to me today. That is so personal, you guys. Things got personal right there. You guys are right here at my ear, my right ear. So Mickey says, I hope you pay your helper well. Which one, Zena or IT? Zena gets lots of good treats. Don't you worry.
Zena gets bacon, so she's well compensated.
Bacon treats. She gets some homemade treats from me as well. I'm just someone looking to get into yoga. Thank you for the song. Awesome. Well, as I was mentioning earlier, actually, Mickey, that today is Yoga Coaching 101. So I'm actually going to walk you through. I am utilizing our beautiful model, IT. I'm actually going through a bit of healing, so I can't do forward folds right now. But we're going to work through sequences. I was personally trained in Vinyasa. And oh, thank you, Mickey, for the sub. That's awesome. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate that. And welcome to the stream. That's awesome. So we're going to work through this yoga coaching. So I will be mentioning, the parts where you need to focus and so forth. So we're actually going to take it a little bit slower into a, what would you call it, a vinyasa sequence. I'm getting signals from IT that I should put this in my pocket. We're going to start very, very soon. Holy cow, it's already almost 2 CST. I'm in Toronto. Mickey, where are you located? Let me just make sure everything looks good. IT, you can hear me okay? All right. I am so happy that these shorts have pockets. You have no idea. It's like miracle. Oh, England. Exciting. Which part in England? Which part of England? We have friends in the south. Oh, hold on. Is that better? What happened? IT. What happened? Let me see. I hope we're testing, guys. We're testing.
Yeah, can you put that in?
Which?
The other ear.
Up here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. See, I'm allowed to boss IT because he bosses me. Northeast near Durham, not so far from Newcastle. Very nice. We have friends in England in the south. I haven't seen them in a while. We met one time when we were in Spain. That was very cool. Oh, that's smart. Now I have a beard. I have a beard mic.
Talk somewhere?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Checking 1, 2, 3. I can just hold it up. I can just hold it here. Okay, that's okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I spent a lot of time in Spain and Mallorca. Oh, very nice. Good. All right. So, Mickey, parents have a house over there. Oh, very nice. Yeah, our friends had a house in the south of Spain in Chiclana, and that was beautiful. I got to see some Spaniard goats. That was fun one morning, remember? The farmer brought them through in the back street or whatever, And they all had little bells, and they were like ding, 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 ding. It was so cute. Yeah, that was very cute. All right, Mickey, we're almost ready to start. Everybody else is watching as well.
Try dropping it down again. I'll be right back.
And there's also a rate that's going to come over. So just want to make sure that everyone's here. It's lovely, isn't it? Over there, yeah. Sorry for interrupting. Oh my gosh, you're not interrupting. We appreciate the chatting. I encourage the chatting. So while we're doing whatever we're doing, feel free to chat away, okay? Never feel otherwise, please. You're welcome here. All right. Let's see what IT has to say.
It sounds fine over there. It sounds horrible here.
Okay.
Let's just assume it sounds fine.
Mickey, can you do me a favor? Can you hear me okay? All right. Sikitao is rating with a party of 23. Amazing. Hey. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's kittens with the Xena monster emotes. Yay, Vander Commander. Oh, look at that. Lobo and Jojo. Very nice. Very nice. Aw. Yes. Kitten's gonna help me with shout outs. Thank you kindly. Kittens is part of the family here. A lot of these folks are part of the family already, so thank you so much for being here. If you're not part of the family yet, thank you so much for being here as well. I do appreciate all of you today on a beautiful Saturday. All right. Let's see. This is Rav. Hi, I was watching your recipes earlier. That was awesome. You're amazing at that, eh? You have such great persona on screen. That was great. Grace Yoga's here. Hey, girl. Very nice. Aw, thank you for the namaste. I was able to unlock your little puppy watching there with the popcorn, and I was super excited. You have such cute emotes. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for coming over and for being here. So today, of course, we're celebrating. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Yay! We're celebrating Saturday, but even better, we have Fitness from Home Saturday, October 17. Oh, I'm teaching. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's here. I'm reading actually afterwards to I think Tai Chi.
There's a beautiful poster beside you.
Yes. So IT is reminding me of this beautiful poster. I feel like we're at like The Price is Right. And check it out for a moment. We've been doing this all day from 9 a.m. CST. And we're doing that until 6, right? And so I am in Toronto. So welcome everybody. Anybody in Toronto? Hello, hello. T dot, the 6, right? Like Lil Berries likes to remind me. She's so cute. All right, it's actually Lil Berries that put this together for us. So everybody, if you can, at where you are, give a nice applause for putting this together and looking out for us and building, this sub community for us, which is awesome. I'm happy to be part of it. So thank you, Lil Berries. Thank you everybody else for the raid and for the follows and everything else I will follow through today. I did want to mention that I am in the process of healing. I am not able to really do a forward fold. So I'm actually going to utilize our IT. I'm going to call IT over, and we're going to go through sun salutations that are modified, and we're actually going to work through yoga coaching 101 today. Okay? Hey! Mac2J-Man is here too. Look at that. Nice. Yes. Awesome DJs as well in the house. Check them all out. Feel free to follow everybody. A lot of it, like peeps that are in chat are streamers as well. So check them out. We can talk about it later as well, individually, through Kittens, Kilos Kung Fu. They're all amazing. So, yay. Oh my gosh, Grace Yoga, thank you for the sub. Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. Yay. All right, IT. Calling IT. We have to move Zena out of the room.
I bet you if I move this up here, she's going to follow it.
Or the treats. And then we'll get going. All right. So just feel free to chat away. I know we had Miki earlier. He stayed and he's wanting to chat along. So feel free to do. This is IT. Oh, no, IT has left the building. No. This is Rav. Thanks, kittens. This is for the, yeah, thank you so much for helping with that, kittens. Shout outs to everybody. All right, so this is IT, as Lil Berries likes to call you, mindful IT. I hope you can all hear me well. We're trying this new mic thing, okay? So we're actually going to start right away. We have a bit of like just an hour, I guess now under an hour, so no pressure. All right, but cool. So we're going to start with Mr. AT right at the center here of the mat. He's going to show you his Samastiti. And Samastiti is simply mountain pose. So this mountain pose that we take at the beginning of a sun salutation is actually the most important, really, pose for yourself during, as you basically settle into yoga or a yoga asana practice. All right, so in Samastiti, we put our big toes together as such. Okay, you unite them. You bend the knees slightly through there, and you're also tilting the pelvis, and that tailbone is tucked under. Okay, and he'll show you from the side as well. And he's over-exaggerating a little bit there with the knees, but he's basically just wanting, you are wanting them to see everything. All right, and the shoulders are rolled back and down, and we're breathing here in this engagement. Our hands can be open to face forward here, so the palms are facing open outward, okay? We're breathing in and breathing out, and we're growing tall through the spine. The crown of your head, imagine, can touch the ceiling here. Okay. Beautiful. We're going to inhale with our arms all the way up, nice and gently and gracefully. Hands together. As you exhale, bring the prayer through the body of the axis, or the axis of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's try that twice more. Really reach. Wiggle fingers there. Bring that blood back to the heart. Exhale. Third time's the charm. Notice here the posture. Now, this is a bit of a beginner's setting. If you are advanced, you can also follow with us. Open for everybody. If you have questions about it too, let me know. Okay? All right. So are we ready to move into a forward fold? All right. So coming to the top of your mat, Mr. AT has volunteered kindly, as I mentioned earlier. So let's be thankful of that. Oh, no, IT will forever be IT.
When IT looks away.
So IT is going to come to the top of the mat. He's going to inhale his arms to the ceiling as we were earlier. Exhale, hands together through the heart, follow all the way down. And as we do that, we bend through the knees, follow all the way down to the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and allow the chest to touch here if your hamstrings are really, really tight. Okay, inhale, flat back. Let the hands touch the shins. Inhale, flat back, IT. Beautiful. See that nice straight back? That's what you want. Excellent. Exhale, release, and move back into a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, we're going to do a nice stretch here. But again, if you've been sitting all day and the hamstrings are tight, you're going to want to bend your knees as much as you need to. Never feel pressure to do otherwise. If you've been sitting all day, if you're a long distance driver and you've been sitting all day, for example, you want to move through that. Okay?
Where should I be looking here?
Oh, he asked where he should be looking. You can either look back at your knees if you're focusing at that for that second. But if you're moving into a different pose, you want to basically look between the hands, okay? So we're just moving here through a nice straight spine, open through the heart. Beautiful. And slowly release the knees to the mat. We're going to move back into a child's pose. So we're going to sit back onto our heels first and then flow forward afterwards. Okay, guys? So really being mindful here. Oh my gosh, thanks for the biddies, little berries. Thank you. And staying in child's pose for as long as you need to. But keep notice that sitting onto your heels is the most important thing. If you need support there, allowing a cushion between your buttocks and your heels, or a block between your legs so you can sit on one. Okay? Your forehead touches the ground here, and the hands can be elongated forward, flat against the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Now I'll show you two different versions of this child's pose by moving the arms back to the heels. So touch your hands to your heels. This is a different version of child's pose. And that's, for me, this one actually feels amazing if you've had like closed posture for like a lot of the day or days and you want to open, because you're really letting gravity anchor you down here. Okay. Another version, if you just come up from that, is a wide-legged child's pose. A wide-legged child's pose is great if you've got, like women, things to worry about at the front, right? So your knees will be wide as the mat. You're allowing space for the chest, allowing space for the belly. Also, if you're a prenatal and staying here, notice as elongating his arms. If this is too much for you, you can also place a yoga mat or a yoga block right at the forehead and allow the gravity again to help you. Releasing through there. We're just going to come up to a table position and we're going to work through cat and cow. All right. So table, I noticed that IT is not a complete beginner, but he's following through. Thanks so much for your patience, by the way, as I explain everything, IT.
I'm like maybe one step away from a complete beginner. So like it's pretty close.
Yeah, especially through the pandemic and having the gym closed and so forth. So in table, this is a simple table here. Your knees are right underneath your hips. The feet are relaxed. Okay. The top of your foot is touching the mat. Notice here, relaxed feet, not flexed, right? Shoulders right over your hands. And now we can move into a cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, drop belly, inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, curl in, push my hand, excellent. Inhale, drop belly. Sits bone face the ceiling, open through the heart chakra, throat chakra, beautiful. Continue your inhale and exhale as I speak here. Noticing that arch in the back, excellent as you're opening through the shoulder blades. Flowing gently from inhale, exhale. Slowing down the breath as much as you need to here. And this pose is actually amazing for working all the main chakras, you guys. From the crown of your head to the tailbone, you're working all of the red chakra, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white. So whichever type of blockage you're working through, this is one of the simplest poses to practice in. I'm just going to come around, keep working with that for a moment. Take a look here. Very beauties. Thank you everyone for following us all day. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so happy to rate you. Happy yoga session. Thank you so much. You had a great session too. Thank you. Beautiful.
Can you talk a little bit what you said before about when you're coaching, you're walking around adjusting people?
True. I did want to mention, guys, if you are new to yoga or you recently got certified and you're taking that practice onto a studio or from home, and let's say you have people with you, and IT's just going to take a break. If you have people with you and you're about to do this sort of coaching throughout the sequence or throughout the class or the practice, make sure that you make a little announcement at the beginning. So IT and I already have that connection because we're married.
What? Where did that happen?
Right? But make sure that you communicate that at the beginning. So my usual spiel for something like that would be, please know that throughout the class that might come around, you might touch on you as I coach you through a pose, or I assist you in a pose, okay? And make sure that the touches that happen are in places where being basically working with the person and respectful. So I'm not going to move right behind him and assist him from there. All right, for example. All right, let's move back into downward facing dog. So planting the hands, tuck your toes, downward V. Working with this stretch in your own body, Mr. IT. Breathing in, breathing out. I usually like to go on my tippy toes and then I stretch in and I allow that to happen here. Beautiful. Let's try pigeon pose. He loves pigeon pose. So let's inhale the right leg all the way up to ceiling. Bend that knee, swing it forward. Find your baby pigeon. Notice right away here, he's tucked those toes under so the foot is not flexed at the back. He's still open through the shoulder line here, so he's not collapsed. Okay, and we're going to balance the left hip with the right hip. Okay, so we're not really preferencing one more than the other. And we're going to perhaps come onto our hands as he is, or our fists. We're going to inhale nice and tall here, open through the chest. Exhale, flow forward into your own expression of this pose. Check out the chat here. If you guys hear IT, as I was saying very early before our raid, I'm allowed to boss him because he's allowed to boss me. Staying in pigeon pose for as long as you need to. And this is a great hip opener here, you guys. So really breathing in, breathing out. So one assistance that I'm going to give him that I see here actually is just a little tug at the left hip. And if I were able to fall forward very comfortably today, I would have gone down on my knees and then assisted him with my hands. Okay? So because I am comfortable with him as my partner, I am doing that with my side leg. All right? How's that feeling, IT? Excellent. Taking a nap. All right, maybe it's not challenging enough. Excellent. So once that is done and once that is ready, we're going to come up again into downward facing dog, tucking those toes in and coming into the downward V position, okay? Making yourself nice and comfortable and breathing here. Beautiful. Let's try the other side. Let's inhale, left leg all the way up to ceiling. Bend that knee, swing it forward, and finding baby pigeon onto the other side. Once you're here, elongating through the neck, ground touches the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, forward, 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 forward. There we go. I'm taking a look at his pose. He's got a lot more flexibility on this side. I can see that right now. Again, he can stay here for a few breaths. Now he can choose to place his hands together, one on top of the other, and support the forehead there, or one fist on top of the other and support the forehead, so he can be a little more comfortable. I'm going to take a look at the chat. This is rough. I was nervous. Don't be nervous, guys. We're family here, all good. Just staying together in breath. And you let me know, IT, once that feels good, moving back into downward facing dog, okay? We're going to move out of this salutation. Yeah. So we're going to slowly start walking the feet between the hands. Okay, we're going to do a forward fold here. Release, bend your knees. Oh, release down.
Can we talk about this? Like, why is this important with the bending knees?
So very important to bend our knees in this type of forward fold, because usually when the hamstrings are tight, we don't want to overdo it here, okay? And a lot of us perhaps will have a drive for our ego to drive this pose and try extended legs and really push through that. But you don't have to, you guys. Wherever you are is the best. Always listen to your body, okay? Notice here he's just holding each elbow, so he's drooping through the spine, letting that gravity take hold, which actually feels really nice through the ribs and through the shoulders. Crown facing the floor there. He's going to pick up himself and just, like a rag doll, come all the way up. He's nervous, the guy. All the way up. Hands together as he exhales and come to standing. So we're actually going to come to the middle of the mat for a second. We're going to try tree pose. And this tree pose is dedicated to one of our VIP viewers, Ainura. I know Ainura is around. um, so we're going to do our tree pose. And you're okay there? Okay. From our tree pose, we always settle through the right foot first, okay? So we're just going to open through that. Go ahead. So rooting through the right, finding your balance, and then opening through our left, okay? And there's different expressions of this pose, all right? So let's see what IT's expression is. He's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Just go into your own tree. Oh, IT. He's so shy. All right. Okay, so he has expressed this tree. I'm just going to come over here. Our hips, make sure they're squared. Beautiful. Okay, and notice that the foot is above the knee, so try to be as above the knee as possible, or below the knee, never at the knee. That will cause injury later. Okay, now once you find your balance, then you would move into the arms as they are here. Okay, we're going to inhale, release the arms for a second in front of you, reach, 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 up. Very important to look at something that's not moving here. So that drishti, the eyes, the view, the gaze. You want to focus it at the ground. If balance can be very challenging for you, or you have vertigo, okay, or you had a history of vertigo. Thank you for the emotes. I love them. All right, or midpoint to challenge yourself a little bit, all the way up to the sky if you want to continue that challenge, okay? Releasing all the way down. Releasing, unwinding that out of your body. And we're going to try it on the other side. So we're going to try the opposite. Engaging and centering, rooting down through the left. Oh, look at those namaste emotes. Thank you. Anura, there she is. And we're going to open through this, through the right leg. Oh, thank you for the cheer, Grace Yoga. Tree pose. Nice. So we're going to do the opposite. Did you guys hear that alignment on his shoulder?
What was that? Wow.
All right.
We're good. We're good.
Opening on the opposite side, find the balance first. Beautiful. Watching something that's not moving. So the screen would be a bad idea, right? And once you have found your balance, your heart of hearts, core, you then will inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Wiggle the fingers, hands together through the heart, and perhaps staying there. Now, this is one version of tree pose. Okay, there's many different versions out there. Taking your own tree pose, staying there. We actually did this week, was it Thursday? No, it's okay. Tuesday, we did a yoga to train the brain, and this was one of the poses that we did because you're balancing the right brain and the left brain, okay? You really want to work through that in yoga. And I mentioned in that class as well, even small things where you're home, perhaps brushing your hair with your other arm, your other hand, or brushing your teeth with the other hand, and so forth. Always trying to do that yin yang on the mat and off the mat. All right, let's get back, IT, and see how we're doing here. Just gonna take a look. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna come into the top of the mat, and we're gonna move through another sun salutation. Okay, so at your own pace, inhale, arms all the way up to ceiling. Reach, 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 reach from that samastiti. Inhale, flow all the way down. Touch the mat. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to your shins. Exhale, forward fold and back into downward facing dog. Advanced vinyasa, you would be moving through a chaturanga there. Okay? Moving and making downward facing dog your own. So the palms are really flat against the mat and they're nice and wide. Fingers nice and wide for wisdom. walking the dog as much as you need to. Beautiful. All right, we're going to inhale the right leg all the way up to ceiling. And bring it back. Bring that right foot between the hands as possible. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're doing a low lunge. You can drop the back knee onto the mat. Okay. Perfect. See, he's taking care of his knees there. The back foot will be nice and flat against the mat, not flexed. All right. Now we're just going to do a little bit of stretching through the hips here. So nice opening through the hips. Perhaps we can move our weight forward and back until the forward leg is nice and long. Really feeling here through that. Look at that flexibility. Good job. And then moving back onto your low lunge. Hands on either side, nice and planted. Beautiful. Shall we try a twist here? Okay. So inhale, come all the way up. Bring that core up. Beautiful. Yeah, excellent. Exhale, hands together to your heart. All right. Inhale and then exhale. We're going to find your balance. Don't be sorry. Stop looking at the screen. Things are moving on the screen. All right. So as we exhale, in the next exhale, we're going to, here this way, we're going to inhale, exhale, and twist towards the right. Your left is going to support on the outside. Sure. Straight arm. Beautiful. All right. And open as much here as possible. Straight back. Yeah. It's just a gentle twist. Okay. Not a side angle. Breathing here. Beautiful. I'm just going to come. I'm going to come to this side. Where you are is fine. Beautiful. Again. Your gaze is somewhere that's not moving. Keeping with your breath here. Excellent, guys. What do you guys think? IT is doing great, right? Next exhale is going to drive you back into your low lunge. You're going to move back into downward facing dog, and we're going to try the other side. Beautiful. Big stretch. Let's try the other side. Inhaling opposite leg. And bring it forward. Plant that foot there. Drop the back knee. Toes are pointed out. Beautiful. And big stretch forward and stretch back. Excellent. And flow here with as much deliciousness in your body as you need. So sometimes I find that my left hip is a little more crunchy than my right. So I move into that stretch a little bit longer perhaps. Okay, we're going to move forward. Find your low lunge. Beautiful. Find your balance there for a second. Inhale that core up. Inhale, arms up, all the way up. Wiggle fingers to the ceiling. Bring that blood back to the heart. Hands together. Exhale. And we're going to twist onto the other side, okay? So find a big inhale. There you go. See, this is why we do yoga. We need to find balance. Our brains. We need to. Oh my God, he's sweating, you guys.
Bending over is hard, okay?
That's amazing. Sorry, guys. All right. So inhale, center. Exhale, twist towards your left side. Beautiful extended arm here. You can use a mudra for your hands here. Perhaps index to thumb. Staying balanced, looking at something that's not moving again. Noticing that breath. Making sure you're keeping a 90-degree angle there in front. So knee is over your ankle and you can still see your big toe in front. Coolio. We're going to exhale, turn forward, go into the low lunge, move back into downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Little Barry says, IT, you got this. You're doing amazing. All right. So here we go. We're going to just get this.
I appreciate that you at least are confident.
Pushing out of the way. We're going to walk our feet all the way up to standing one more time. forward fold here. Relax. Inhale, flat back, just for a moment here. So you're actually at a curve here. I want you to touch your shins with your hands as a flat back. Beautiful. Exhale, fold forward, relaxing the crown of your head. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you're going to ragdoll all the way up to standing, picking yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Your hands will inhale upwards as well. Reach, reach, reach the sky, the sun, the moon. Breathing in, exhale, relax, release, relaxing through shoulders, opening through this area here. Beautiful. Let's move back into our third. Oh, he wants some water. Hi, oh, Nanera's here. Hi, Nanera, how are you? So, Nanera, we've got IT doing a bit of yoga with us today. And earlier I mentioned that it would have, it would be great to have Nanera here. She says, hi, IT. Because Nanera always likes to see IT get involved in the yoga and plank and all that. So here he is, Nanera. All right, so once again, we're going to do a sun salutation, okay? And that will be our third and last sun salutation. We're going to move then into low poses, okay? Oh, you want to try pigeon pose again and then modification? Sure. Sure. Do you want to maybe use, where's the, no? Where'd it go? I just had it here. Okay. So we're going to move into, I'm going to come to this side. And I also want to mention a little one, guys, that like in my classes, I always try to go over the mats and not on the mats as I'm walking between students if there's not much space. I find that to be very respectful of their space, of their practice, okay? Just like a little yogi thing. All right, so in Samastiti, beautiful. Inhale, arms up to ceiling. Reach, 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 nice and high. Say hello to the angels. Hands together. Exhale, flow forward all the way down. Touch the mat. Inhale, flat back. Hands to your shin. Beautiful. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. I'm going to stay there for a moment. Now, this guy loves pigeon, so he wants to just try it again. We're going to inhale right leg all the way up to ceiling. Bend that knee and swing it forward. Baby pigeon for a moment. Now we're going to prep through the forward fold here, and then you can try, okay? So you would inhale, exhale, forward. Beautiful. Back foot is relaxed. He's going to come up now. He's going to try bending the back knee. Do an inhale at center. Exhale at center. Place your right hand by your face, exactly right below. And once you exhale, then you turn back to grasp that leg. Beautiful. I can hear him breathing. Very nice. Inhale, exhale. You've already done that. So you've already rotated here. If you rotate even more, you're going to cause injury to the shoulder. Okay, that is where you stop. Whenever we feel that little break, that's where we stop listening to the body. Very important, you guys. Awesome. Your hips are great. Hips are always centered, and you're great. All right. Now, for a beginner, you want to start bending your foot at right this, perhaps here, okay, or even farther. But if you're bending it forward, you're actually doing a huge stretch at that front of the thigh. So being really, really careful there. You don't want to injure yourself either, okay, through that front hip, through the sciatic nerve or anything like that as well. Okay, and you can stay here practicing as long as you would like. But perhaps we can try the opposite side now. Coolio? So how do you get out of this? Release the leg back all the way. And then come twist forward, plant your hands, lift, move back into downward facing dog. All right, so you're unwinding. What you've done to wind, you then unwind. Like a little, that reminds me of Blockbuster. Do you guys remember that?
Rewind. Be kind, rewind. Yeah, something like that. So be kind, rewind. It works here too. What? It does, 100%. So from downward facing dog, again, bend your knees as much as you need to. This guy has been sitting all week, no movement. So as much as you need to. Where you are actually, I want you to do a bit of a more further stretch here. So, taking a break, awesome. Listening to your body. Child's pose, important. All right. Breathing in, breathing out. Let me know when you're ready to go. Downward facing dog, bending your knees very, very much. Your knees are hovering the ground, not touching the ground. Okay? Being
Inhales all the way up. Bending knee, swing it forward. Okay, finding your baby pigeon right now. Inhale through your back and then exhale, flow forward. He's getting ready to try a version of king pigeon, so I'm sure he's going to move back into that very soon. Just watch his alignment here. Notice he's still opening through the earlobes and the shoulder line. He is first locating his left hand in front of his face, essentially below his face. And then as he exhales, he's moving on to his right. So if the bent leg is your left, you're going to balance with your left arm. Okay, you're going to be nice and tall in this pose too, IT. Okay, and just stretching at a point here is enough. Okay, now I am right now reminding him to listen to his body here. He's had a lot of issues with his hips in the past. So moving into, a full folded leg is going to cause tons of issues for you later. Okay, staying there nice and long and tall and breathing, and I'm combing his hair back because he's got a lot of sweat happening through that forehead. When you are ready, you're going to release the arm, relax the leg, look forward, pick up, downward facing dog or downward V, walking the dog as much as you need to, and then simply releasing when you're ready, releasing the knees down, sit back, child's pose, breathing in, breathing out. Let's stay there for 3 breaths before we move on to the lower poses. And just a couple of lower poses to go. Thanks so much for everybody who's participating. I'm so excited you're all here. All right, just going to check my time one more time. It's getting close to time for I Ping Tai Chi. So very nice. Oh, not so bad. So we're doing well. All right, so we're going to come to table. We're going to try thread the needle, you guys, which is also really great for the brain. Also works with your balance. And yes, we're going to do it from this angle right now. So from table where you are, excellent. We're just going to relax the feet behind you. Beautiful. We're going to inhale the right arm all the way up to ceiling. Reach. And then as you come under the left arm, you're going to bring your right cheek all the way down to the mat. Okay? So it's a bit of a twist happening here in the upper body. And the left arm can just be bent and then in front of you there, or as he's done, a bit of a twist back. But because this guy is a bit of an overstretcher, I'm going to ask him to bring that left arm right there. Imagine that your knees are together there. So perhaps not bringing them together, but on the same line. Okay, that's very important for this pose right now. Beautiful. And then your hand, without folding forward here for me, your left hand is going to come closer to your face and supporting you there. Excellent. Okay. Again, the hips are going to be squared and we're breathing here. Thread the needle, guys. How many of you love thread the needle out there? It's one of those poses that are just so juicy to get into. Amazing. You can stay for 5 breaths, 7 breaths, how many you need. Okay. In working with time today, We're going to move slowly out of that, supporting with your left hand, come to unwind, coming up to table again. Beautiful. And let's try the opposite side. So inhaling the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it forward and under your right arm. Your left cheek comes to touch the mat. And with the extended arm, you can build a mudra as well here, whichever you prefer, or just an open hand and gesture of receiving all that's good. Okay, looking good, IT, looking good, IT. Coming to the side, make sure I haven't missed anything. Mindful IT is doing fantastic, Evander Commander says.
I appreciate that.
Awesome. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And slowly begin to unwind from this pose. Come back to table. Beautiful. So in table, we're just going to come to an easy pose now. Okay. So just sit back into your own easy pose, perhaps swinging the legs forward. He also wanted me to try some staff pose. So we're going to begin with staff pose. Long legs. Flex feet. Hands can be behind you, nice and tucked by your buttocks. Now, if you want to challenge this type of pose, you can have the hands pointing back, so your fingers pointing back, all right? And so your wrists are nice and close to your hips. Now, imagine at the front that there is a wall here. So imagine I'm a wall right now. You're going to have the feet flex as that, okay? Your crown is long, touching the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale. So this is a preparation for the lower poses, okay? The low mat ending poses of today's practice. Your eyes can be closed, awareness inward. Noticing here as well his shoulders, okay, so shoulders rounded back and down, still presenting the heart, the throat chakra, the crown of the head touches the ceiling. Beautiful. Once he's done, he can release out of that, and we're going to try the coupler's pose for you, right as you were earlier. I want you to face our camera, our viewers, at the center of the mat. Beautiful. And coupler's pose is a famous one in this usual my practice, but in this family. So the bottom of the feet touch, the knees are wider than your hips, obviously, okay, and your back, you're still nice and tall. So one way to assist through this pose would be for me to come and place my right foot, for example, right at his buttocks, essentially, and then center him back. Sure. So he's going to turn sideways the other way, please, so you guys can see that. So I'm going to place my right foot. Oh my gosh, look at this. He's overdoing it. So place my foot there, and I'm going to bring his shoulders back, his spine back into my leg there, so he's nice and tall. Supporting his forehead as well. So the crown basically is nice and long, touching the skies here. Now I'm going to move, and you can communicate that with the person. Okay. Oh, there we go. And we stay in cobbler's pose for a while. Can you face the camera again for a moment? So I want to show you guys that Mr. IT has too much flexibility at the hips. If you guys haven't noticed, let me just see if I have missed anything. No, I haven't. I don't think so. Thanks for the shout outs. Awesome. Thanks for the shout outs. So his knees really touch the mat. On my right side, my right knee never touches the mat because I am just like always too stressed through there. I don't know, compensating too much with my right. So that's something that I'm working through, right? So as we sit here, notice that he doesn't really need support at his knees. But if he were to need support, that he could place perhaps a little pillow or a block on either knee to help gravity just a little bit, not pushing through the knee, nothing like that. Just a tiny little bit of weight to help you move down, okay? Now, is the space between the feet and the hips is quite small. A lot of people start with the feet out here, okay? Because a lot of people don't have that much flexibility at that time. I think Tai Chi, I'm really enjoying your stream and your instruction. Great job, both of you. Thank you. Always nice to have you. So you basically would start here. If you need support, you can locate a block underneath either knee, so that can help you support, because as he is, as a starter, and allowing the knees to flow all the way down as that would cause a lot of pain in the hip joints for a beginner, okay? But he's already there. So basically, challenging yourself in this pose is allowing gravity to just take place here and allowing the knees to flow. Another is to have the feet come a little bit closer and closer and closer to the hips as you were earlier. Okay, so working with that. So Mr. has a bit of a martial arts background. He has been, in the past, used to doing these sort of movements, so he's already there. So once importantly is to keep that long, straight spine. So I notice he's out of alignment there. And just coming behind him and helping as such. See, I'm not touching anything else. If he was a stranger, this is the most assisting that I would do in this pose, really, the touching. Okay? Please note that you always need consent to touch. So if they tell you not to touch, don't touch. Right? Their body, their choice. We're going to do a forward fold as comfortable as it makes you. Okay? Whenever you feel that break, then you stop there. All right? So IT, coming back to center for a moment. He's speeding through it. We're going to inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. As you exhale, slowly moving down. Supporting here with the forearms. He's just going to go into that and enjoy it. No berries. So cool you're doing yoga coaching. You go, girl. Thank you. Thank you. And she says, you're doing so well for being so shy. All right, so he can stay here as long as he need to. And he can basically stay there for a while. But I would, if I didn't know him, I would come around and check in with him. All right, so perhaps coming around and say, hey, do you need anything? If that is the vibe that you run in your class, okay, in your practice. If not, just watch him. If he needs anything, he can ask as well, right? So slowly coming up to the top. Beautiful. We're going to bring the feet together as close to the hips again as possible. Okay, and we're going to do that seated butterfly pose. So holding onto the feet. It's one of my favorites. He doesn't know my favorite pose in yoga. How sad is that, you guys? We're going to just flatter the wings. So moving the knees just a little bit here. Up and down, but nice and gentle, okay? And listening to the body. Now, there are some yoga instructors that like to really flap the wings through here, but that's really dependent on your flexibility and how your hips are doing that day. Right? So breathing in, breathing out. And once you're done that, I'm going to ask you to come into your mat, nice and flat against the mat. And we're going to try a few more. And now IT is ready for Shavasana, corpse pose, which is actually the last pose. But we're not ready. We're not there yet. All right. So here we go. Let's try that again. So bend your knees, please. Feet flat against the mat. We're going to try just a little bit of bridge. Okay. So you're getting nice and close to the mat. We're going to roll our shoulder blades in so we're nice and tucked. We're not going to hide our hands. They're just beside you. We're going to do preparation for it. So I wanted to bend over to grab that box, but anyway. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Why do you give me both? You're so silly. All right.
Nothing to see here.
This guy. He's doing well, right? Like you guys, right? All right. So line up with the mat again, please, because you're out of alignment. Yeah. Shoulders tucked under, and there we go. And the hips are tucked under as well, so the tailbone is tucked under, okay? Wonderful. Your chin is a little bit closer to your chest. You're breathing. Now I wanted the yoga block so I can show you that that is perfect alignment when you allow a little bit of space between the knees, okay? Now, I want you to try it without the block as we inhale the hips all the way up, picking up one vertebrae at a time, and exhale all the way down, opposite. Beautiful. Let's try that again 3 times. Inhale, noticing here through the knees. What's happening at the knees? Exhale down. Inhale, hips all the way up. Exhale all the way down. We're going to now try it with a block to show you the difference. So if you notice a slight movement of the knees, now with the block, okay? So take the block, move through that movement using the block between the knees. So inhaling the hips to the sky. And notice it feels differently, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Very good alignment because you have that block. Inhale twice more. Exhale down. This is a preparation for upward bow. Exhale down. I'm going to take out this block, remembering that alignment and working with that. We're going to inhale hips up to the ceiling, interlacing fingers under you and opening through the heart chakra. Chin comes close to your chest, so you're open through the back of the neck, breathing in and breathing out. Keep there for 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing the hips all the way down to the mat. Excellent. Knees bent, knees to chest. Staying there, relaxing the head back. Okay, and a little massage for the lower back here. We can sway the hips from side to side, only if that's comfortable for you. Okay, excellent. So from where you are right now, I want you to try baby pose, because a lot of us love baby pose here. Okay, so happy baby. So noticing where he is right away, he came into that. Now, I personally like to do peace fingers and engage through basically holding the big toe, but whichever version works for you. So you can grab on the outside of the foot, and you can have knees bent even more. Exactly. So where is the baby today? How happy is the baby? Is the baby this happy? A. Is the baby this happy? B. Or is the baby happy with extended legs? Exactly. But that might feel a little bit different for everybody. So some of the time, more comfortable for me is having the legs fully extended. It feels excellent for the hamstrings as compared to where I am right there. One other key point for happy baby is that the tailbone is tucked under and that the hips do not come up as you're pulling through the legs, okay?
Demo a bad happy baby?
No, I don't want you to demo a bad happy baby because you will injure your back. Thank you. All right, so happy baby, this or through the other versions, and we stay there for a few breaths. This is great for the lymphatic system, okay? And this is great for indigestion, if there's any issues there, and it's amazing as well if anyone's trying to get pregnant out there for any type of fertility concerns as well. All right, because it really, really works your lower chakras, which have so much to do with your libido, sexuality, creativity, and self-worth and self-engagement. So stay here, chin close to your chin. There we go. Opening through the back of the neck. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. We start to prepare for the end of our stream. So you, Mr. Relax where you are. Staying happy baby. A1 Shavasana already. Thank you guys. Beautiful. All right. So Did you want to try upward bow?
I mean, the operative word being try.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Do or do not, there is no try.
All right.
Alright.
Why don't we do in thread the needle in this way? And then, oh, IT's like, what does that mean? Yeah. And then we'll move into Shavasana, and then we'll just hang out for a little bit and chat. What? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So upward bow is similar preparation here from bridge pose, okay? Preparing from there. However, if you're moving into an upward bow, okay, you want to then bring your hands behind you, okay? So you're prepping, so your fingers are facing back to your toes here. Beautiful. And you bring them as close, just like he did, bring them as close as possible to the head, making sure that you're not stepping on any hair, because that happens to me all the time. Okay. And then we'll inhale, really firming through the feet. Okay. For me, I find that power that will lift you into a upper bow is through your legs. Okay. So whenever you're ready, you pull into that pose. Okay. I'm not going to count you down. This is all you. Okay. Now, if you want, before you do that, actually, another interesting way to assist in this pose is by having your assistant stand here and you grab my ankles. And then opening into a bow from here. Yes. So when I first tried this type of assistance with one of my, no, you're not pushing me away. You're pushing down, okay? We're not going to go into it. Oh, we're not going to go into it.
We're not gonna go?
No, we're not going to go into it from here, but I just wanted to show. When that happened to me one time, I had that type of assistant. It actually worked really nicely, but my instructor, Melissa, was here, and I lifted, and she's assisting me, and all of a sudden, you hear the collarbone, which happens all the time. My right collarbone, it went, and it aligned, and she's standing here, and the poor thing is like, oh my God. She's thinking, oh my God, mindful yoga chick just broke, right? She's like, oh my God, are you okay? And my reaction was, that felt so good. Like sometimes you need a bit of like adjusting through your back, and that really helped. So opening through there, push through your arms, push through your arms, push through your arms. Okay. Yeah. So we can try with that and working with that. I want you to bring your knees to chest though, taking care of your back. Mr. IT did not hear. He just went into it.
You still have my own time.
Yeah, but that was too quickly from the other preparation. And I don't want to worry about your back later. Off stream, he'll be like, my back. You were right. You were right.
Mr. IT will not be showing up on stream for the next 2 weeks because he's in trouble.
Yeah, and guess who else will be healing, right?
That's right. Dina will take care of us.
Oh, all right. So thread the needle.
Okay, what does that mean?
So relax through your left, one leg extended, just for a bit of, and then switch. I just want you to be familiar with that movement. Beautiful. Now bend your right knee. Bring this leg to support right behind there. So you're building a 4. Beautiful, building a 4. And then you're going to take your arms and under the left leg, interlace fingers. Okay, and that's 4. This right elbow can push a little bit into the right knee to support you. And really, at this point, the feet can be flexed for a little bit more challenge and work here. So you're engaging the legs fully. Your tailbone is tucked under. You're nice and close to the mat, so there are no spaces. If I were to pass around and check at his lumbar spine, there would be no space between you and the mat. Excellent. And we stayed there for, let's say, 5 breaths, but time concerns for today, we can do 3, 2, 1. Unwind, release that. Try it on the opposite side. Ah, there you are.
leg here.
And now you bend this one over. Excellent. Same, as I say, same, but different. Feet are flexed. And basically your point in this right now is to allow your left knee to support open your left leg. Okay. So it's a great hip opener, but you're also really using that front thigh to assist you here. Beautiful. It's a very simple pose that does a lot, and releasing that out of your body, and we'll just become aware of Shavasana, because I know you love Shavasana.
Who doesn't love Shavasana?
Who doesn't love Shavasana? I have a shirt that says, I'm just here for the Shavasana. And we're going to get ready actually soon to raid. But in Shavasana, last pose, relaxing through the full body. Legs perhaps as wide as the mat. Being nice and gentle here with my drapery. Your hands as wide as the mat, hands facing the sky. Your tailbone is tucked in as well. So you're nice and close to the mat, no space there. Open through the back of your neck. Your chin comes closer to your chest. Your eyes can be closed. This is what we call Shavasana, corpse pose, relaxing pose. Breathing in, breathing out. You can stay here for as long as you need. Very nice to do this, of course, on your bed, but trying it against the floor, on the floor. Does great things for your alignment and for all your organs, believe it or not. Nice and simple. Now, when you come out of this pose, that's something else that we can assist you in. So we're going to roll to one side. We're going to, beautiful, roll there. Keep there for usually 1 or 3 breaths. And notice his right hand is in front of him, supporting himself there for a moment. And once he's ready to sit up, and he's had a moment in that fetal position, he can support with that same arm and come up to seated. All right, IT, you've done so well. So, whenever you're ready, beautiful. So we are ready to raid over to I Think Tai Chi. All right, thank you so much to everybody that's come over. We're going to raid over to I Think, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I Think Tai Chi. I've been talking so much to you guys, so thank you so much for coming over. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful Saturday wherever you are. Enjoy it, okay, and be safe. Everybody, please keep safe, and happy Saturday.
When we get there.
When we get over to I Think Tai Chi, we're going to say Mindful Yoga Chick Raid, and then we're also going to say Happy Fitness from Home Day. And thank you so much to Lil Berries for putting this event together, episode 1. All right, make sure you follow everybody. Make sure you share the love. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Evander Commander, you're on later. I can't wait to see that. Grace Yoga, thank you so much for being here. Amazing as always. We'll see you soon. Yay. Let me see if Zena's around before we totally are out. Hey, Zena, come here. Do you want to say see you soon? See you soon. See you soon. Zena, would you like a treat? Sit.